Customer pick, time for the trench. Listen, what's nice about this trench, and I want you to just see the fabric, the fluidity of it. So, you know, we think of trench coats, we think about kind of those classic trench coats that are more stiff. And what's beautiful about this one is that it is so fluid. It has such a beautiful, soft drape to it. So I wanted you to see that because it allows us, because we're going into, although we know it's hot as Hades outside, you go into an air-conditioned building where it's super, super cold.
Right.
And you still need something on your arms. A lot of you live in New York, or you might be traveling, or you're going to the theater. You need something where you need to cover up your arms, especially if you're gonna be a little bit more dressed up, or you're going to a restaurant where it's super, super cold. And especially with these pretty pops of color, this punch of this hot pink, or the white, which is what I was originally going to put on.
I know, look at that. And this is
not
a
to ever
true
overlook
white.
black, because the black is great, but I mean, my gosh, look at how stunning the white is. Or the hot pink, which is something that I traditionally would overlook, especially if, you know, if I'm paying like a ton of money for it. But when it's on sale, I'm like, you know what? Absolutely, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about sizing. We know that this is a clearance event. These are all first run. You are absolutely encouraged to read the reviews. I think, you know, when it's a customer pick already, it really is the green light. You know that it's been vetted, I like to say. Let's talk about sizing for you, and my producer is gonna help me out with. Let's talk about sizing. If you can help me out, Samantha. So we lost 2X already? Okay, let me get, so sizing, extra small through 3X, 39.5 inches in the length. And then we also, in the pink azalea, what do we have? All sizes? And then we have the white. And white, extra small and small. I told you that white is phenomenal. Okay, and so everything is machine wash and line dry on this one. I am 5'2", I'm gonna stand up. I have a little bit of a foot injury, so that I've been battling, but I just want you to see, because my height is, I don't compare to these girls, because they're like 5'9", and they're super tall, and I'm short. I mean, let's just face it.
You're petite.
I'm petite, but I want you to see that even if you are petite like I am, at 5'2", I love how it fits.
Yeah, it fits you beautifully. The
It's
drape,
so
as you were saying, the
pretty.
fluidity of the fabric.
Yes.
That was something that I wish I had remembered to say that at the show that I had it in earlier. It's a very fluid fabric. There's nothing stiff here. Traditional trench coats have a little bit more structure to them. This is just beautifully done. The colors, everything about it. We've got the beautiful double breast on the front here with the buttons. This is actually faux. It's the buttons on the inside. We've got the functioning button here on the outside. The drape, the way that the collar lays, the beautiful sleeve on this. And of course, we love a coat that has pockets. So it does have on-seam pockets, and they are deep. These are deep pockets. Look, I lost my hand and my wrist. Everything's in there. So if you have things that you need to store, you've got that. And then it does have the self-tie belt, which you can use the way that Marlo was wearing it. If you wanted to tie it like a dress, tie it in the back and leave it open, which is how I had it earlier. Or you can take it off completely, not use it, use your own belt, entirely up to you. But you can see on the ladies as they're moving how this fabric moves. It is incredibly sophisticated. I mean, this is the trench coat that you see in like Vogue magazine.
It's time,
right?
it's forever.
Like, it's forever, it's timeless, it's very, very chic. This is something that you will definitely love and be so happy that you got it home.
So the two pieces for me so far in the show, like definitely worth placement in your wardrobe. Those cargo pants, that vest, this trench. Like, so, you know, you can't buy, I guess you could buy everything, right? But like, you know, sometimes you edit. You edit, right? You want pieces that like really stand out, right? That, and I look at this piece and I'm like, wow, it's just so great. It's lightweight. Our studios are located in Florida. It's hot, it's humid, but it's hot everywhere. But this piece, I look at the white and I think, God, for a bride who, you know, who wants to cover, like me, you know, who wants to be able to cover, wink, wink. Right? But you think about the, you know, the cover, sometimes the weather doesn't really necessarily agree, or you want to kind of camouflage your wedding dress. You don't want everybody to see it. That would be beautiful to kind of cover, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I can just think of a long list of so many things to be able to have it. So if you'd love to have this, don't forget, while supplies last, we know that the white is super limited. We've already lost the extra small. The hot pink is amazing for that pink moment.
And it really is beautiful and saturated. So, I mean, it looks saturated on the TV, but I can tell you right now, the TV never does colors justice.
Yeah.
So just imagine this in real life. I mean,
Right.
in person, it's gonna be
We're gonna wrap it.
phenomenal.
860-216 is the item number if you'd love to shop. Don't forget that although these are clearance, you still, of course, have your 30 days. All right, let's talk about the